No.
The first thing the internet will hear now is someone saying no. So, we're live, everybody, here with another game of Holy Winds during our Extra Life season. First thing I got to mention is we did get a donation. We are now, we got $10 from Bad Moon. Thank you, Bad Moon. We very much appreciate it. And while we're on that note, through December 31st, we are still doing our Extra Life season donations. All proceeds will go to Children's Miracle Network, specifically the Batson's Children's Hospital or Children's of Jackson. That is a great hospital. I just wish they still took my insurance because a 2-hour drive versus 4 is a little bit nicer. But all donations go, and if you can, give the gift that families do not have to worry about paying for medical bills during this season. We would greatly appreciate it, and so would anyone who receives some of the aid that you give. And with that out the way, everybody doing okay?
Yeah.
I'm still on the Chromebook.
Oh no.
How's
your finger, Tarl?
It's getting better by the day.
That's good. And yeah, we have new person right below me.
I'm not here.
We do.
You can't see me.
That is not true.
You only think we can't.
That is not true. He obviously said no the very first thing on the stream.
Yeah.
So he's not here.
He cast invisibility. The magic word is just no. Shit, I wish that was real. I would use that. Just no. Just fade out.
It's fuck that meme of that kid just doing the peace sign and disappearing.
Yes, I wish I could do that.
Yep.
Anyway, to recap everything, and then we will get to a new character introduction here in just a little bit. Y'all fought a starved and mostly dead False Hydra.
Sure wasn't acting mostly dead.
What are y'all talking about?
You rolled high enough to know what it was.
Barely.
Well, to see it.
Technically, I killed it.
You did. You barely saw it, and then you killed it. So now you are the bee's knees. Mulak.
When was I not?
So, let's see. Y'all just killed that. I think that Mularn was trying to tell Arvax how to swing a sword again. Dreyfus is trying to put a wet boot back on. Peregrine, you were still are you still Heinegrin?
Might as well be.
Just savaging stuff.
Yeah, it's just like a dog with like a rope toy, just like shaking it and just ripping it apart.
As it slowly starts to dissolve and splurp.
Yes.
And Tarl and Mulak, you are out in what used to be some type of little enclosure pen. So, y'all defeated my False Hydra puzzle. And, yeah, y'all have a signet ring for an individual that seems like you should have known them.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
In order for everybody to get back to where they need to be because there was some hits made, we probably need to rest.
That is probably true.
Or a prayer of healing, because I don't know if we have time for rest. I don't know what the heck we might have caught the ear of out here.
A lot of us also expended our spells.
Y'all also had been walking most of the day before this.
I have a prayer healing list.
Is that the dryer?
What?
I keep hearing a banging in the background when you talk.
I don't know what you're hearing. I'm not banging on anything.
It's me.
It's a ghost.
It's me. I'm just banging on all your shit.
Ghost dryer. The ally of Ghost Soda, Ghost Dryer.
Like, I have prayer healing. I can't, give back anybody's spell slots, of course, though.
I mean, was there any other like place that was even remotely safe we could go though? It might be better to like stay where there's. Oh wait, no.
Hyena
right
mouth
now.
doesn't say words, Perry.
Peregrine, you're trying to talk when you're a dog again.
I'm sorry. I know that hyenas don't sound like that, but now I just imagine that just the Stitch noises when Stitch wasn't making real words.
Oh god, don't make me talk in my actual Stitch voice.
A
I
hyena
won't do that to you
means
guys.
family. Family means no one's left behind. Except Kevin.
That felt oddly threatening.
Except Kevin.
The best part is that the Stitch voice can also be the Golem voice, depending on which way you go for it.
You got to get grungy with it.
Wow, that knocked,
Yeah, there you go.
that knocked phlegm loose. All right, Golem voice works to get your sinuses clear.
I feel like it both generates and loosens phlegm at the same time.
Bunch of pros here, folks.
Anyway, she'll shift back into her hybrid form.
Dreyfus is just gonna look in a room. There's a bed.
Hey, what is it getting late?
I mean, you're far enough north because I forgot this looking at my map that's in the den on the wall or the dining room on the wall. Iceheart and Stout Elb are not too different in latitude. So with it being winter, you're getting to it's gonna get dark soon.
Oh, so what you're saying is we're far enough north of the map where we should start hitting. If we keep going, we'll hit an invisible wall that'll stop us from going any further north.
Yeah, it's
No,
called
because
the
that's where
ocean.
I'm from.
No, I'm not Valheim. I'm a
Yeah, Ruby is playing Valheim right now. I can hear her fighting something.
I just mined so much copper in that game. And I got to go finish getting it because once I do, I can break down that gate and then free portal somewhere else.
Anyway,
So Dreyfus there's a bed. Does anybody know prestidigitation?
I don't.
Yes.
My good Lord Brightgloom, would you please use it on? And he holds up the leg that is.
I already told you I don't know it.
He meant the other one.
He meant the correct one.
But he said good.
And yes.
You're fabulous, Lord Brightgloom.
Thank you.
Don't encourage him. That's an order.
Oh my god. I already You know what? Things are looking up for you, Dreyfus. Things are looking up for you.
I sure hope so. I just literally had a giant worm eating my leg.
I killed it though, you're fine.
I mean,
Thank the gods for you then.
Oh my god, thank you!
what attack did you use to do it?
Chromatic orb, I think.
No.
Quick, look in the roll 20 dice app.
I am. Apparently vitriolic sphere, but I only casted a 2nd level spell, so that would be probably meant to cast acid arrow.
Any case, he just kind of points at the leg that is covered in blood and digestive or bodily fluids.
I clean up. I will look at him and go, well, I mean, I can make it look better until you start bleeding again. So we should probably get that healed before I clean.
I gave him 30
Yeah, it's just his pants are soaked in blood and like
bile.
And bile and goo.
I can heal the ouch. I can't fix the gross.
Yeah, it's. I
Unless it's
understand
already
that.
in the leg. It's on the leg. I can't fix that.
I
Is it where's it
understand
at?
this.
Like on his thigh?
It is it is all the way up to his thigh. Like if this thing had gone any further north, there might have been some
Did
there might
Arvax touch him on the thigh when she healed him?
No, I touched his shoulder.
But his injury is on his thigh. That's probably why he's having.
Lay on
trouble.
hands means I have to touch him. I touched his shoulder.
Look, I've already taught you how to swing a weapon. I'm pretty sure you have to touch the wound.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, I was here. I saw she. I mean, I think she may need to be. I think you may need to show her again because it was.
Okay.
It was kind of awkward.
Peregrine, I'm about to start calling Blade on both of these idiots.
Peregrine, this whole time, has just been slowly gathering little twigs and sticks and stuff in order to make, like, a fire in here, and she's just completely ignoring everything that's going on because she wants nothing to do with it. So she's sitting over here making a little, like, nice, neat little stick stack.
Arvax is gonna roll her eyes and go help Peregrine.
Chris, I have not put your token on the board yet. I'm sorry.
My mama always told me she had to kiss the boo-boo to make it better.
Oh no.
Well, then go have your mama kiss it, because I ain't gonna.
Right, you
Is
have,
this like a trough in here or something?
that is actually a fire trough. Yes.
Yay! Okay, she's gonna be making it in there.
All right. Okay, you got vision.
You can just grant him, like, vision in my token or something if you want,
No, I'm just
for the
trying
time being.
to. What is the reach of your dark vision, Topher?
It's 60 feet.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. Does that help you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're not there yet, but I did that so you can see the map.
Oh, I'm gonna walk around.
Don't. There's bears.
I can hide.
Anyway, so Peregrine is ignoring the twins' ribbing of the pally.
I'm going to ignore them and go help Peregrine.
Who's ripping? I'm legitimately concerned for her.
You got the HP back. Fuck it.
So Dreyfus is just like, it is starting to freeze.
And I will hand wave it.
Okay,
And,
it'll take probably two, because I think it's what you can soil or clean 1 cubic foot.
Something like that.
So you eventually de-goop the boot.
De-goop the boot.
Goop the boot.
Yeah.
De-goop the boot.
Post the wilder.
I'm just gonna throw a water elemental at you just so you can do that.
Post the wilder.
Punch the water.
Where the fuck did that
Eric,
come
quick,
from?
punch the wilder.
I came from work where we constantly pounce the water.
And also, for reference, the twins still constantly argue damn near at least once a week. The twins got into an argument today.
Was it about how they're triplets?
A little
No,
bit
that-
about that.
No, that was more of a conversation. No, it was explaining to our friend Daryl. He proposed a scenario for his game about a challenge that it took them like an hour and a half to figure out. Me
Well,
and Kyle.
he didn't explain as much, and then one of the reasons is because it involved removing your weapon, and I was like, well, most of my characters don't have weapons.
But so he gave us the premise of the challenge of the puzzle, and it took us like 30 minutes to answer him, mainly because Daryl started talking about D&D, so naturally the twins started arguing.
Now, back to this. Peregrine, give me a survival check. DC is low to see if we get a decent fire going.
So instead, she actually is going to take out from her pouch a little pinch of sulfur, and she's going to reach her fingers down and just snap. And a small portion of the fire is going to instantaneously light.
Okay, so y'all watch Peregrine snap a fire.
So that's how that's done.
And then, of course, she will. If you still want her to roll, she'll still have to tend it to like have it fill the trough. Though that was mostly just kind of like starting
No,
a
no, no.
small section of
No,
it.
no, the only reason I was going to make you roll it is because if you failed, I was going to say it kind of was bigger than you intended, or that it took you longer because you ended up getting some of the larger pieces you put on there had more snow on it than you thought.
Gotcha.
It's like the bark was white, but so is snow. But
And bears probably have some level of color blindness. To be fair.
bears, I'm colorblind to the one color that snow always is. Except I know where people peed, so I will never eat that snow.
Why not? It's pretty tasty.
It's lemon.
Nice and salty.
You would think so.
So y'all get a nice little fire going, and Dreyfus will prop up next to the door. What is everybody else doing in this downtime? For now, there seems to be no danger.
I'd still take a watch. Probably not right away, but when everyone else starts kind of bedding down, I'd probably take a watch.
Okay.
Take the first one. We all know how good I am at seeing things.
So so Malak takes the first watch. Arvax is going to take the second.
I'll take a third.
Okay, so we
well,
got that.
Let's say that.
So, moving to a new character. As you all are in an abandoned ghost town that you made sure is super abandoned. So, Gestalt.
Oh no.
You've been wandering this area for a while. You've avoided the one town on this island out of a mix of apathy and also knowing that compared to everything else, you are self-aware enough to know that you are alien to everything. So you're not 100% sure how the people down in that one town would react to you. Now, let me, as the DM, ask you, how old is your character?
I guess it depends. He's either 3 years old or 300, depending on what you're talking about, how old.
Okay, so there's a fragment of memory of when this island used to have a thriving population. And then the darkness came.
I do like the darkness.
Good band.
The darkness. Watch your horses, don't go into swamps.
They'll be down with the sickness.
Wah.
That went places.
Anyway, there's memories that there was something that you should avoid, something that killed this land.
Yes, I think Greg knew something about this. God rest his soul.
Good old Greg. Isn't that what
Old Greg.
Is that what y'all named your goblin?
Kobold? Yeah.
Yeah, your kobold. So, but you notice, because your biology allows you to handle a couple things fairly well. You're about to have to deal with a forced hibernation here soon if you don't find something warm.
Okay.
So,
Well, come on, Aspic. And I get my homunculus and I put him on my shoulder.
you should go look at the pictures I used for your...
I saw the pictures.
Anyway, give me a perception check as you are moving through this snowy nastiness that is here. Why is it?
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot I turned that on like a long time ago.
Okay, that's terrible. 7, you don't notice anything at first as you and your homunculus are walking through, and somewhere behind you.
Well, I do have a steel defender.
I was going to say somewhere behind you here.
Which, by the way, both of them are also made of the same material I am. They're just...
Well, then you need to make better pictures than the ones I have, because we will keep using our beautiful boys.
Oh, that can be placeholders.
We got beautiful boys as the placeholders, everybody. So hold on. I got to drop other tokens for you, don't I?
I love tokens.
Your picture down here at the bottom looks a little bit like you ever seen the movie 9?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I remember 9.
It looked like a red version of that.
A little bit, yeah. So I walk into this little abandoned village, I assume is what it is.
All right, real quick, can you move your tokens?
I can.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So you're on the edge of this village, and there's different things in your brain that that are telling you no, but also maybe, also good bread, also death.
Death.
Death, good
Like-
bread.
Death and bread, two very good things. I should go check this out. Maybe there's something good in here.
So, who is on first watch?
That'd be me.
Give me a perception check. Are you being sneaky, Gestalt?
Oh, okay.
I am not, and there's also a giant jelly-like abomination covered in like makeshift armor. So
All right, you have advantage, Mulak.
On perception?
Yes, on perception.
Perception.
Under P.
Yeah, there you go. 22. You hear a
and a sort of ambient humming as I'm like searching through.
I'll just kind of poke my head out.
through the snow. You see what looks like two figures, because your homunculus is on your shoulder, right?
Yeah, it's classified as a tiny creature. So
Okay, so your good boy is on the shoulder. You see what looks like two individuals, one with maybe a hump, as the snow's starting to fall, moving through part of the village.
Do they seem to be coming like our direction?
Are you traveling? Like, I would say at this point, without a perception check, you would notice that there is fire coming out of a chimney in this village.
did someone set it on fire, or is that a? I curiously go and check out where the smoke is coming from.
Okay. Give me another perception check then, as you are moving closer. Mulak, they do seem to be, the two individuals seem to be moving towards you. 15.
Let me
Mulak,
turn that off real
Mulak,
quick.
are you trying to hide? As you're
Um,
or are you just poking your head out the door?
Like, I would have like I guess heard it and then poke my head out. But if he is moving closer, then I will do something else.
What are you doing?
I will cast Alter Self
Okay.
and give myself giant claws and kind of look like a just super scary.
Werewolf Mulak.
A little bit, yeah, but a little more dragon-like, obviously.
Why are you stealing Peregrine's aesthetic, sir?
You don't look like a dragon.
He's not stealing your aesthetic. He is just going with like the second or third level of, Alter Beast that Colin and I got our asses kicked on.
I love that game. I still have it on Sega.
We tried playing it on an emulator, but the internet hated us that night.
Okay, so I see like what would I see coming up then?
You see a
Uh,
tiny Jabberwocky covered in beautiful body glitter.
Still very fancy looking, but scary at the same time. So like, you would see like he's very beautiful. He's very, very well dressed.
He's all right.
He's the prettier of the two twins.
Right.
Um,
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
In his battle form, I am assuming right now he looks like the love child of an elf and a dragonborn.
a little bit, and he has like these giant claws sticking out, and he's not trying to hide any of this. It's probably a little bit obvious that he's bluster, but it's still a little bit spooky.
Okay.
Mm.
Everybody that's in the room, who is still awake? Because I'm pretty sure. I know that 3 individuals need 4 hours of sleep. Tarl, did you take the bed?
I'm on the float.
Okay.
At
Peregrine,
the end of the fire pit.
are you there?
Uh,
warming your armor and your buns?
Peregrine's still gonna be warming up a little bit. I also wanted to check, since it's been a year, did she get to finish that Book of Strength?
No, you dropped it over the side of the boat and it sank to the bottom of the sea. No.
No.
Yeah, you finished it.
Okay. And that was 2 up to 20, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I forgot to ask that.
She's strong.
Yes, she
Strong.
is. She yoked.
She actually didn't get too terribly like banged up in that last battle, so she'll kind of just be awake for like the first bit of the night. She's not really super tired or wiped out.
So I would say, Mularn or Mulak, would it be safe to say that anybody that's not asleep watched you do this?
If they watched me walk out, yeah,
Okay.
like walked out to meet this.
Okay, well then move your token outside the room. I thought you were still inside the door, just like, I'm scary, and you can't get in here with
like,
those
I'm
shoes.
like outside, like just like right here.
Okay, I was moving your brother's token. Okay, so y'all notice Mulak go outside. Gestalt, describe exactly what Mulak is gonna be seeing.
Okay, so you're gonna be seeing someone in like undeterminate gender and makeshift armor, or like pieces of like different like clothing and armor kind of placed together as if they just scavenged it all over the years, or over the couple of years. They have a giant backpack with a bunch of different stuff. You see, like, a bunch of different supplies for different things. You notice that they have a very weird face, and the fact they have no face. They're red, translucent. Their eyes are like a pale green, but they're not like on the out. They're not like normal eyes. They look like they're actually inside the head. Have you seen that fish that has like the eyes inside the head that turns their eyes upward?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Kinda
one that looks up.
that.
Yeah.
There's a faint glow within the jelly-like consistency of this person, and he also has a smaller naked like similar thing to him, but it's it's naked, it's red, it's kind of shivery, and it has like a little locket in the middle. And then to the back, you see something that's just covered in fucking like makeshift armor. Just looks like it's just glued on.
I'm sorry. I just imagined the worst Gumby with just scrap metal sticking out of it.
Yeah, it is armored Gumby, is what it is, only red.
It's armored Pokey.
He will. I'm going to assume this is concerning looking. I've never seen it. Okay, do I know what this is that I'm looking at, creature wise?
Roll me a intelligence.
Probably not then.
Actually, you know what? I feel like you could argue for Arcana or for Nature.
Okay, those are all 0, so we'll do Nature. Hey, it's
Peregrine
fine.
would have
Okay.
poked her head out too to see like where the fuck he was going.
Uh,
He'll pull out his sword, and as he pulls it out, it starts playing what he thinks is going to be a really scary song called Maniac, but instead it's like, he's a maniac, maniac on the floor.
I start bobbing my head a little bit to it.
Anyway, so what I would say with a 19 in nature, you know what you are staring at, Mulak, is not a natural occurrence, not on this plane. Which means there's a good chance that what you're staring at is an extraplanar creature. A wizard's bad experiment. But you're not 100% sure what you're looking at, other than it's 100% unnatural and not from this world.
In quick succession, I'll say in common, then elvish, then draconic. Who the hell are you?
Me?
What do you
I
respond
speak back
to?
in common.
Okay,
Oh.
before we continue on with this, Peregrine, you were poking your head out. Give me either a nature or arcana check.
Oh no, I'm not good at either of those. Hey,
Oh,
my
geez.
dice are.
Oh fuck, that's a nat 20. Okay, similar to what I just told him. But because of your heritage and that one of your parents not being of this plane, and some of the stories of your elders in the tribe, you have heard stories of creatures that come from out in the stars. Creatures that come from outside of this existence.
Oh.
You are fairly certain you're staring at one of those, and it is more than likely from the stories you've been told, a GIF. Actually, no, you got a nat 20. I won't be mean like that to you. I cannot, because you have a nat 20. It's totally not a GIF. You know that a GIF is a hippo person.
Okay, gotcha.
He'll
If you had rolled
like-
if you rolled just a normal 21, you would be like, this is a GIF. Don't give it gunpowder. But no, you know that this is an alien creature that also has a tinier naked version of itself that's like shivering on its shoulder, and then just a sludge scrap pile walking behind him, or them.
It all works.
I would like to change the shape of my vocal cords to make my voice like very gravelly and angry, and take a step forward and say, "Yes, you."
Okay, this
Are
happens.
you are you having a stroke?
Is this
Do you
happens?
need-
But no,
do
you
need
also
help?
you notice that behind him steps out a very large individual. How tall?
Be it like
how
ha-
tall is Hydra Peregrine?
first of all, how tall is Mulak again?
He's not super tall. He is 5'8", 160 pounds. So
Okay,
he's
she
the perfect. I mean, minus the alter self that's on herself, he is the perfect body shape and size.
So,
Mulan is
whatever
5'8.5".
He also, by the
whatever
way,
intimidation.
has thigh-high boots that are fabulous, and there's not a speck of dirt on him.
It's
Whatever
funny-
intimidation he was trying to do, she steps out and is a full 8'2", and is so therefore almost 3 feet taller than him. So whatever he was attempting, she basically mirrors like a big dark shadow behind him, but even bigger.
And it's
Oh,
just
also,
But-
it's just like
it-
big bear lady.
You also notice he is covered in what looks like glitter, but if you look really hard, it's tiny little dragon scales, and his eyes are turquoise and dragon-like. Other
Oh.
than that, he's an elf.
Oh, it looks like I'm in danger.
He is the
yeah.
he is the sparkle dog version of an elf.
Well, you see, I'm just passing through, and it's a bit cold outside, and I just saw that. I didn't know if y'all were burning down the place or what. I was just looking for a place to.
Do
You know.
I believe him?
Insight check this.
Peregrine is preoccupied with the fact that this big sludge thing started walking up a little closer, so she's kind of like cutting it off, staring at it like, where you think
It
you're
just
going?
kind of stares. Like, it doesn't have a face, so...
She's just staring back. She's like trying to find a face or eyes to like try to like intimidate it or interact in some way.
It lifts a pseudopod that's covered in chunks and one little metal bit comes out and it just points at this mostly head-shaped bulge like here. Right here.
I have a very important question. Does the little tiny one have a top hat on?
It can now.
Just whoop, it forms out of its gelatinous, but the big one, just as you're staring at it, Peregrine, is just it's just like, it sounds like a boat engine going through very muddy water at all times.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Colodets has a humming issue. He just does that. But sometimes it's really good at night, you know. You have that like white noise machine in the background.
1 second. Would you mind waiting?
Oh, certainly, as long as you're not going to kill me. I still haven't figured out this life thing yet, so please take your time.
I'll walk in and I'll put my sword back in and then pull it out and it'll once again play the good morning song so everybody wakes up.
Dreyfus opens his eyes slowly.
Hey, we got
and before you just watch the yellow light that fills his socket slowly kick in with just absolute hatred for a second.
I was standing in the doorway watching what was happening.
Yeah, you just watch him come in, like push by you to go wake up everybody in the room.
I just wave a pseudopod at Arvax.
What the fuck is going on out there?
Go look. He seems friendly, but
I mean, I can see him, but
oh, you're aren't you the? Okay, we're gonna have to go through training again. Go out there. That's your job.
if you don't stop fucking saying you're gonna train my ass, I'm gonna beat yours.
Okay, you're actually doing the humming back at it with your druid craft?
Yeah, she's like trying to see if she gets like a different reaction.
You hear?
What do you? What do you mean? I'm supposed to be out there. You were the one on watch. What the fuck you want me to do?
Kinda scary, but like nice, so which kind of makes it scarier. He, him, them, that thing, person.
What does it want? What do they want?
It's very cold, and it wants warmth.
Okay, so
Peregrine's just gonna look over at the red creature.
You want me to zone a truth him or something? I don't know.
Apologetically and go, we never make quick decisions. So, sorry if you're cold.
It's fine. I don't want to die.
Are you
so it's okay.
I mean, Arvax is gonna roll her eyes. I walk outside, so she's next to Peregrine.
Describe yourself for our new player there, Arvax.
Arvax is a high elf. She's got blonde hair, wears black armor, carries a sword and shield. She's about, I can't look at my character sheet because it's on my other thing, but I think she's about 5'9". I think I made her. She's a young elf. You can tell she's younger on the younger end of elves.
You can tell I'm young too. No
both,
wrinkles.
Y'all both have that new player character smell.
Arvax walks up, just kind of looks, cocks an eyebrow. So, you just need somewhere to spend the night?
Oh, certainly. It's very cold.
Peregrine's gonna look at Arvax. He seems polite.
Y'all would notice also on this individual, the upper level of their gelatinous form seems to be getting kind of crusty.
They make it think kind of a Glorples.
What's that?
I was saying that's Peregrine. Do they kind of remind you of Glorples in a weird way?
Honestly, a little bit, yes. But I think Glorples, though, that's from here. It, and she's going to point at the red man or the red thing.
What
is not from here.
What's your name? What are you called?
Well, I didn't have a name for the longest time, but I kind of go by Gestalt now. I think it's very fitting.
Gestalt.
There's
Well-
a lot. There's a lot in this head, despite what you might think. It's deceptive like that. But yeah, I just
Okay, well, I mean, there's a lot of us, and there's like you, so nothing funny. You can come in and share the fire with us.
that would be super grand. Do I see them hurt in any way? Or?
Okay, real quick, Mularn and Tarl and Mulak, because Dreyfus is putting on enough armor as quick as he can and draw or to get a sword, but that's what he's doing. Tarl, what are you doing? As Mulak came in blaring annoying music from his sword.
I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding and pull out a rack of bacon and have breakfast.
And then I'm gonna kick my brother.
It's not been that long.
It's not morning yet, technically.
It's first watch, but here's the deal. That's how Mulak has been waking you up. So,
Yep.
Pavlov theory. Mularn, your brother comes and kicks you while you're meditating.
What?
This is like a magic guy outside. A guy thing person. I don't know. You go figure it out. They're cold.
I'm thinking here.
Go think out there.
So, do any of them actually look hurt?
Bruh.
That burp snuck up on me. I'm sorry.
I don't think the ones that are currently standing in front of you do.
No, because well, hold on. How much damage did Arvax take in that battle?
When we ended, I was at 93 out of 108.
Okay, Peregrine, you took very little as well, didn't you?
I think it was like a total of 10 ultimately because I recovered a few.
I'm probably the most hurt person, and I don't even know what was attacking me.
Between you and Dreyfus.
Oh yeah, definitely Dreyfus. Yeah.
Dreyfus, Mulak, and Mularn took the most hits. Mostly because Dreyfus, your NPC was getting chewed on.
Well, as a
And his
gesture of
weapon
good-
did nothing.
As a gesture of goodwill, I could, offer services. I am a decent alchemist. I am a decent smithy. What else am I? One sec, I gotta think. You see him like sit there and kind of like hold his chin a bit, and then you see his eyes start to spin around in his head.
Why don't you process that inside so you don't, turn into a block of ice?
So he just
Tinker's tools.
he just starts.
Tarl, I just heard the word smithy.
I mean, we got a dwarf and he likes to make things too, so.
Well, we have a new friend for Tarl.
I've known a dwarf once.
Are you? This is gonna sound weird, but I don't know how to say it. Are you a boy or girl or what? What do we use here?
Are you a Glorples? You kind of look like a Glorples.
Magic Twin has stepped out.
It's not a Glorples.
Are you sure it's not a Glorples?
Yeah, I said the same thing, but it's not.
Yes.
I don't think where they come from there's the concept of gender.
You just hear from inside. You ask their pronouns.
I was kinda. I couldn't think of the word. Shut up.
You asked it badly.
I said I was gonna ask it badly.
Just do whatever feels right. Go do what
Thank you,
want.
David.
That's not really something I understand too well anyway. Well, I understand it, but I don't understand it. It's very hard to it's hard to understand. Just
Yeah, I mean,
it's very cold outside,
Yeah, well, come on.
Thank you.
As you say that, you watch the homunculus jump off of their shoulder and just and is already inside.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's Aspic. Hello. This is Aspic.
Hey.
And the big guy is Kaludets. He might hum a bit, but it's very good at night. It's very good.
Hey.
There's a slight vibration if you're too close as well.
Yeah, I haven't managed to fix that. Yes, I am Gestalt. It is pleasure to make your acquaintance. Please don't kill me in the night. I'm still trying to figure things out, and I would like to at least figure things out before I die.
Well, I'm Arvax, and this is Peregrine. And the shiny one was Mulak.
Is he okay? Does he...
No,
He seems to
but-
be going through a lot just in a short amount of time I met him.
he's always that way.
I can try
He's
like
extra.
some therapy. I wasn't like, I'm not accredited for that, but I knew someone that was.
As you're talking the little one aspect, Tarl just comes over next to you. It's just a solid red little humanoid figure with a top hat made out of the same material. And it seems to be looking at your bacon.
Wait, something with a top hat came inside?
Yes.
Have I ever seen a top hat before?
You know what? Roll me just a straight D20 moose to see.
I'm gonna continue to eat my bacon and ignore it.
No, Mulak, you have never seen this fancy little haberdashery created by the small creature. As it sits next to you, Tarl, it just stares at you and you hear...
What is that? What is that?
That's just my homunculus friend.
What? No, I don't. Not that. What is it wearing?
Oh, it's wearing a top hat.
It's just
What is-
whining next to
what is
Tarl as
this?
he eats his, like...
It is a
late
type
night
of hat
bacon.
traditionally worn by aristocrats, but I also find it very funny, and so does Aspic.
Funny.
We
Beautiful.
both...
What is an aristocrat?
Me.
Is that something else from your plane?
Fancy people.
It's a
Oh.
fancy person.
I'm sorry.
Technically
I thought-
us.
I thought Chris was about to start going on a very long, detailed joke.
We don't talk about... We can't... I would get us banned from Twitch.
We
if
do
I
not
did
need
the
to get banned
aristocrat.
from Twitch.
The aristocrats. Yes, I love it.
Thank you. I walk up to the fire. So do I see the fire, actually?
Yeah, there is a fire. I just have not put it on the map.
Okay, I walk up to it and I say, please don't be alarmed. And then I just melt, and all my gear falls in one place.
You melt like your body melts.
Yeah, the body melts, and then I
I'm alarmed.
reform into a cube
I am
right
alarmed.
next to the fire.
We are alarmed.
Glorples. Glorples.
I am not a Glorples.
You're a red Glorples, just like a super shiny mocha book.
I'm so resisting the urge to poke it.
Consent.
Can I poke you?
Sure, go ahead.
Poke!
It's just you just see the cube move a little bit.
Huh, it doesn't burn like Glorples. Weird.
No, you have to stay in for a little bit while, but I don't do that anymore.
So the little one just looks at you, Mulak, after whining for bacon, doesn't get it any, and just it lifts the little top hat made of itself off as a pseudopod touches it, and it puts it back. Just like bloop, bloop.
I think he's showing off Mulak.
Love it.
Ah, it's nice and warm.
Is that what you normally look like? Or why are you a cube?
Well, I mean, I can take a few shapes, but I mean, generally, I like if I'm gonna rest. I mean, this is a nice, symmetrical shape.
There are just two little green eyes floating in this cube that I'm assuming is like almost 3-foot cube.
Ah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Gestalt is about 5'5". He's pretty short, so
Probably a 2-foot cube.
That's fair enough, I guess. Oh. This is Gestalt, everybody. Who didn't hear before.
Y'all keep talking among yourselves. I gotta go pee.
Okay, so Gestalt is your name.
that's what I call myself.
I call myself Worm with a Y.
That's cool.
Thank you. No one else seems to think that.
And the other elf is Mularn, and that's Tarl, and I point at Tarl, and this is Dreyfus.
No,
Hello.
that is David M.
Uh-oh.
Ignore
I see
him.
drama in the group now.
No, he's just an idiot.
No, that is his
Oh.
name. Look, he has papers.
So, you say that you
Wait, do you know what the what are they called? The church. What are they called?
The elfing theocracy.
Do you know what the Elfin Theocracy is?
I would have to, out of character, I'd have to get back. Let me. I would have to like search through to see if I know what that is.
You're not from around here, so
I don't know if I'm from around here.
you don't know.
Well, I mean, I've only really been like this for a few years now.
Well, how did you get that way?
I don't know. You know,
Someone pulled
me
you from
neither.
somewhere else.
I spent so long in a nice dank hole coming across unweary people. Apparently that's all I did. It was really nice. It was just head empty, no thoughts, just eat, sleep.
Would you say possibly head like a hole?
Yes. Exactly. Only I'm gelatin. But out of nowhere I just came to be. And then I had an existential crisis and cried a lot.
Oh no.
And then I just left this hole, which apparently was a destroyed lab of some sort that I ransacked, crying. And then I just kind of wandered for years.
So you just walk around?
Ain't nothing else to do.
Like
And I'm trying to find like a purpose, But it's kind of hard to talk to people because you're like, "Oh, I'm made of jello," and everyone's like, "Oh, you're made of jello," and then it doesn't really work out. Apparently, there's like other things out there that people are scared of that look like me. So
yeah, that's like the thing we mentioned. We had a little friend, big friend named Glorples, and it's called a gelatinous cube, and it kind of dissolves things. So
Tastes like Jello.
did you just ask how he tastes?
He keeps using the word Jello, so yes, I asked him.
I mean, it's jiggly, so that's probably the easiest word to come up with.
I mean, I wouldn't taste me if I were you.
Or have you always been on the island, or did you come to the island from somewhere else? From the lab you were in, whatever that is.
Well, I'm assuming I've always been here.
Weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I have like all these memories of people that like I guess I've eaten.
Eaten?
Name one.
Greg.
That would explain.
Greg!
Greg! It wasn't a cobalt, was it?
No. This was a human. He was a servant. He was a hireling.
Where is Greg?
We left him back at the village because he can't stand the cold.
Now, Greg can change what he looks like. Maybe.
Look, I don't do that anymore. I don't need to. My this was back in my mindless phase when I had no mind. So I don't.
They accuse me.
I'm sorry. My dad did that. I don't.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I forgot why I rolled the history.
Oh,
the theocracy.
The Elfin Theocracy.
Okay. With the 12, I will say you've not interacted with them much. You just know that there's a huge kerfuffle to the south. And, actually, yeah. About the age, the 300 aspect of your age. There's a kerfuffle to the south about these people from even further south invading the island or the continent that's nearby. And that they're elves and like they're super dedicated to their religion. And that's weird.
Oh, so okay, so wait. Let's go back to the theocracy you were talking about, the elven theocracy.
Yeah.
I think I heard about that or think about that or something. I might have ate someone about that.
I might have ate someone about that.
And you are now legally required to use that every time that Gestalt remembers something.
I ate somebody that knew a thing.
Look, I promise I don't eat people anymore. That was the old me. But yeah, I remember hearing something. There's like a little kerfuffle happening in the south, I want to say.
You could call it that.
I don't know. I've just been kind of like keeping away from people for the most part since, I've been mobile.
That's fair.
I kind of feel bad too. I ate a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't like, I was actively malicious. It was just like, I'm a big blob and, I just do a thing,
Well, if you were anything like the cube that we know, it's not really so much you do it on purpose. It's just you're going.
All those poor
Well-
bunnies that it chased.
Well, it
It was
turns out
chasing butterflies.
I did some tests. I can pretty much eat anything.
Huh.
For one winter, I survived solely on pine cones. Believe it or not.
You don't
I have
to-
actually done that as well, and well, a little bit of pine root and pine pith as well, but it's not so bad.
Do you taste things?
In a sense.
Can't encroached on pine cones tasted that good.
Well,
It doesn't.
I mean, I don't really masticate like y'all do. Things just kind of dissolve in me.
Oh, that's actually kind of convenient. The crunchiness was uncomfortable.
Dreyfus just looks at you. You ate pine cones.
In a sense.
There's worse things they could have eaten.
No, he's like looking right at Peregrine, like he's understanding that you like.
I mean, we didn't really have anything else, and also if you catch them early enough in the season, they have little bitty like seed things in there. So we started out eating the seeds and discarding the pine cones, and I mean, when you're hungry.
Look, living in this
They're quite
the
green.
swamp, looking at the swampy place
then
I
they're
lived in,
brown.
sometimes you had to just eat weird shit.
I'm just thinking about the process of its removal from the system.
Well, that's why you usually boil them first, and then you eat it. You kind of make you soften them up. They're still really tough, but it's more like, I guess, eating leather rather than the pointy bits. Yeah, we would have had a lot of mouth problems if we tried to eat it straight.
Me and my brother had a dog when we were younger. It loved to eat pine cones.
Dogs are fun.
Tricious.
Huh.
Before you ask, I've never eaten a dog.
I wasn't gonna.
It was.
Listen, Internet. Listen. Team Bonus Action is here to say that even our possibly monstrous party members will not injure dogs. Not gonna say that about any other humanoid. We're going full American on this. We can watch 100 people die. Won't bat an eye. The dog dies, we're all ready to join John Wick and kill an organization.
But if you don't mind me asking, what brings y'all out here?
I don't remember.
That's
Well-
never good. I've been worried about you, friend.
Well, out here where you found us,
Apparently, I'm a triplet.
we came out here to find the theocracy you mentioned. There's a priest out here somewhere, we think, and we're trying to stop him from sending word back to the bad people.
Would I know anything about that, Hewitt?
Roll me a history check. Also, sorry. Emily bought some stuff and I bought some stuff from our friends that have daughters in the Girl Scouts. I got a honey roasted almonds, peanuts, and cashews. Oh my god, they're good.
I might be having a lag.
Oh, and there's pecans. Did you roll and nothing pop up yet?
Yeah.
Roll 20.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I have been saying sponsor us Waffle House on like most of our going live tweets lately.
Try again, Chris, or just reload.
Yeah, I might reload the let's reload the character sheet.
Sweetheart,
had to
did you
reload a
eat
couple
more of
times.
these Cheetos?
No.
Did you?
No.
Because this bag seems significantly more empty than when I opened them the other night.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
You're a terrible fucking liar.
The yesest no I've ever heard in my life.
Jalapeno Cheetos are fucking good. I am not going to apologize.
I agree.
Okay, give me a second. Roll 20 is being rolled 20.
All right, I got to ask everybody, what would... Oh, shit.
Oh my god, did it pop up as soon as I leave?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it popped up 5 of them.
That's cool. I
So-
love that.
Well, the first roll's a
You
20.
the fucking 28 in history!
And he only rolled a 9.
Did he eat the priest?
9 is his modifier.
I might have.
No, he
I don't
rolled,
know.
Finally,
it's like-
actually have someone smart in the party. Thank the
no,
Lord.
No, he rolled a 19, and then he has a 9 added to it. So, while we're waiting for Chris to get everything fully loaded,
Okay, I'm back.
what is going to be our reaction if we do actually get something back from Waffle House saying, like, we'll sponsor a game?
It would have to be a Monster of the Week game.
Yeah.
I'm back.
And I feel like we would have to take over a Waffle House.
Like I'm bringing Willie back for this. Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal, Waffle House. If you sponsor us, I will run a game in a Waffle House. Dress as a
Again.
Waffle House employee.
You can't dress as a Waffle House employee. You can't fight that well.
You know,
Damn.
I want to say I'm hurt, but no, because like, you know,
Waffle
everybody-
House employees throw down.
Yeah.
It's on the application.
They have shit to lose, okay?
Look,
They don't got time for your shit.
the way I fight is mostly using my mask to make you not want to fight me. It works in most cases. Except for a couple motherfuckers that are like, I wish you would. And I'm over here going, damn it.
Anyway.
Okay, so with the 28, I've now forgotten the question that the 28 was for.
What I know about the person they're trying to find here.
Okay. You remember a while back staying really far away as one individual came through? However, one individual left way more tracks than they should have. Like, I'm going to say, you saw there's one individual in your brain you straight remember. However, when you went through that same area the next day, crossing over, you were confused how one person made like 5 sets of tracks.
With the person would they be traveling with an entourage or?
I mean, not that we know of, but
Because I remember this one person, he was like, I saw him and then went back the next day, and then there's like all these other tracks. It's like left a lot, just decimated his tracks or their tracks.
but
don't
you
know if
only
that has
saw
anything to do
one
with it.
person?
What's that?
You only saw one person though?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But there's a few people on this island, and I tend to try and stay away.
Was
Could
it
it be a
nearby?
necromancer?
Wait, say that again, Peregrine?
Could it be a necromancer, since that seems to be a problem that we've been dealing with stuff lately?
Maybe, or there was somebody invisible with him.
Mularn, as the individual that witnessed everything first, give me a straight intelligence check. Your brain's trying to say, yeah, the dude just must have double backed and done some like other crap. But with what you just dealt with, you don't know, but it would make sense that you don't know with what you just fought.
Was it nearby that the person came through?
Was it nearby, Hewitt?
They came straight through this village.
Oh yeah, there was like they were just like right in here apparently.
Tomorrow, could you show us which way they went?
Oh, certainly.
They went north.
Did they look nice?
I mean, I wasn't close enough to really see that.
Was it just one person?
As far as I could tell. But then there was a lot of maybe they were invisible.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted your life to be better?
Sure. I mean, I want to have meaning in my life, you know?
Oh boy. Good.
you know the thing about intelligence that they don't tell you when you're like just a blob eating people in a cave for hundreds of years?
What?
Intelligence is kind of a curse.
I mean, I think ignorance is bliss is something they say, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Like I know that firsthand. Because gosh darn, when I was just sitting on the ceiling of that cave, I was happy as a pig in shit. But now, like, things are good. It's just I have a lot to think about. And I'm always thinking. Do y'all always think? This is something I haven't talked to other people about. Do y'all think?
Well,
I mean,
depends who you
yeah.
ask.
What do y'all think about?
A lot of things.
I feel guilt all the time.
Guilt?
Is that
Like,
weird?
because you ate people?
I almost never
Yes.
feel guilt.
Dreyfus looks at you. I 100% feel that.
Yeah, you should talk to him.
I 100% too. And this is what I did to deal with it. And she's gonna pull out her little pouch of stuff, and she'll pull out a little bit of a green herb. This is the only way I can sleep at night because otherwise the bad thoughts would keep me up for years on end.
Can I use alchemy to my alchemist tools to identify that?
Oh, Perry.
I think I won't say you have to use your tools. I would say it's more of a knowledge because I don't think she's going to let you like glorp over as a cube, pseudopod out to take a scraping and then put it into your chemistry kit.
Okay,
No, she wouldn't mind. It's from her snoop pouch, so she has infinite amounts.
Anyway,
So if he wanted to test it, he could.
Tarl,
May I?
are you just sitting there eating bacon
She hands it
watching
over.
this ridiculousness?
I sure am, and I'm considering going back to sleep.
I'm sorry,
gotta-
everyone's having this. We met a new party member. We're having an existential conversation. Tarl, I'm eating bacon. I drank a beer. Fuck you. I'm going back to bed.
That tracks.
He seems nice.
He's alright. He's not the talkative type.
That's the most dwarf thing to ever do.
I go up to Peregrine as a cube, but you see the pseudopods reach into where I left my stuff by the fire to pull out the alchemist supplies. And I just, with the pseudopod, just take a little bit. And then all the pseudopods recede into the cube, and you see, like, in the cube, things happening.
Give me a con save.
That's crazy.
A con save?
Give me a con save. Okay, you start feeling a little happier, but you're not hit hard by this substance.
Oh, that's what it does.
It's a type of lichen that's actually only found up in the ice heart. So yeah, you just chew a little bit of it, or put it in some tea or something before bed, and it kind of just makes the thoughts stop enough so that you can finally drift off. When you wake up in the middle of the night, though, that kind of sucks.
That's quite pleasant.
Sorry, la da 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 da, lapsu song. Specialty.
I might have to invest in this special chemical. It actually affects me.
I think we all understand guilt.
Dreyfus just looks not this one. Also, I'm
I
fairly.
understand.
Fine, not that one.
I think that some of you should feel guilty. Yes.
I feel that Lord Frostborn does not feel it as well.
I'm not talking about right now, like you or me or Peregrine, but like generally in life at some point, except maybe Mulak.
I still do not think Lord Frostborn does. He takes pride.
Who's Frostborn? Are you
Tarl.
making things up again? Oh yeah, that's his last name.
Sometimes I feel pride. I feel pride in the work I did here. I made friends.
Good job. We're all very proud of you.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
I'm proud of where I came from.
I used to be.
Sorry, Dreyfus.
Just remember, when you're feeling bad, just say your fake last name. It'll make you feel better.
I will not.
It's his real last name, guys. Come on.
What's his last name?
No.
That's a cunt.
My dad's a cunt.
My dad's a cunt.
Yes.
That's an interesting
Jesus
last name.
fucking shit, the both of you.
Stop it. It is.
You know that whole conversation. You know that whole conversation about guilt they were just having? Yeah, I don't feel it.
Dreyfus, what? What is your last name?
My dad's a cunt.
My actual last name, because I am a bastard, is Dales.
Oh yeah, I think you did tell us that.
So it's Dale's, not my dad's a cunt.
No, stop saying it, goddammit!
I'm sorry. I'll just sit here. Cube it up.
Change the
Oh.
Claire said we were changing the emphasis on the syllables.
My dad's a cunt.
That was the same. You just stretched it out.
I'm gonna have to go to Lafayette and whoop somebody's ass.
No, I wasn't. I'm not yelling at you. They decided to make fake names for us all that have not had to come into play, and they just like saying his fake last name.
Just in case you need to know what all of our fake last. I can work on one for you too.
That's cool.
So-
I have no last name. I have no name really, but
Appointed Dreyfus. This is David. My dad's a cunt. I am Isaac Peter Freely. This is. I look at my brother and I say, "This is Ulysses Peter Freely."
Ulysses.
I'll point at Tarl and say, "That's Hammerfist Brackham." I'll point at Peregrine and say, "That's Anita Bath."
well, that seems unkind.
And then this one, and I'll point at Arvax and say, "This is Mona Lot."
Fuck off.
And then we have another one. You haven't met him yet, but that's Alligator.
Huh. I like
Talk.
alligators.
Lord Frostborn was talking.
What, Tarl?
I was gonna ask Malorn. He likes that name so well, it must explain what his dad is. If that's the case, what is he?
Oh boy.
Lord Fancy Bright Gloom, there is a bed in the other room. Would you like it?
We should all probably, rest before it becomes daylight.
I'm shocked that neither of them jumped at the moment to be called the fancy one.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't hear anything.
I'm the pretty one.
And Tarl rolls over and goes back to sleep.
What? I didn't hear anything. What? Somebody said called me fancy?
No, he said Fancy Lord. Oh no, Fabulous. Sorry, Fabulous Lord Bright Gloom. There's a bed in the other room. Do you want it?
I think we both know the answer to that, sir.
And go the fuck to bed.
He just opens the door for you with a flourished bow.
And I kiss my hand and touch him on the cheek.
Arvax leans over to Peregrine. Is he being sassy?
I think so. It's a new color on him. We'll have to see how it works out.
Also, what are you so guilty about?
Just lots of stuff. It's life.
I mean, I still feel real fucking guilty that a Holy Wind started on our watch, but
That's pretty rough too. Yeah.
also, I gotta ask this because I've been wondering, how are you changing into things? Like you were
She's
a
just
bear,
going to point.
and we got
she's-
used. No, we got used to the bear, but you turned into some dog thing. How are you doing that?
She's just going to shrug and point up.
She's also gelatin.
That's
No,
that
it's
is it.
not. It's not like that. She turned into sure different animals. So wait, you something up there?
Yeah, the moon.
But I think that's only you doing the bear thing. You been turning to other stuff.
Well, I thought so too, but I don't know. I took some time and I just kind of studied the moon and sat and thought a lot at night and
So
you know just
you thought real
yeah.
hard at the moon, and now you can turn into animals.
kind of the moon kind of thought back at me, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird to explain.
Stop staring at me, Moon.
Huh? That's okay. You started turning like a badger and shit, and I was like, that's not a bear.
I was just trying to think of what could go, underground, and bears don't really do that. So
I
I
mean,
just
it
thought,
worked. I just was
Yeah.
confused because I'd only seen you go bear for a while, and then you started turning into other things, and I was like, how did that happen?
She was a
yeah,
bear
I
jerk.
don't really know. Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool. I was
Neat.
curious.
Anyway, Kelodets, Aspic, come to me, to the fire.
Come to me.
What are those?
Oh, those are my companions.
What are those?
What the fuck?
You
That's-
see, I've made them.
That's the little one.
You made them like a blacksmith?
Kind of. Through alchemy, blacksmithery,
Jelly smithing.
jelly smithing.
Jelly smithing. Okay.
Did you
Jelly smithing?
like take pieces of yourself?
Certainly. How
So,
else would
are
you
they
do
like-
this?
Are they like your kids then?
No, I wouldn't say that. Calodet's there. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Aspic though, he points to the little one with the pseudopod. Yeah, he's pretty smart. He just doesn't really talk much. He's a little bit mischievous, but he means well.
What the
Oh, no,
fuck?
we've
So basically, a smaller Greg. Got it.
we found Greg an accomplice.
Oh, great. All right, everybody go
You
to
see,
fucking
I
sleep.
got. Oh, okay. I'll go to sleep. We don't have to do exposition anymore.
Hey,
Oh my
I'm stepping away for just a second. Emma, I need to come talk to you. Everybody else keep talking.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead with exposition then.
He's about
Continue
to
with
spank
it.
her.
Is it about her? Is it about her burgeoning?
Is it about to
relationship with
what,
Justice?
Malak?
Oh my goodness. What did I walk
What?
into?
What was that?
What?
I am an innocent little cube here.
What the fuck did you just say?
That you're gonna get spanked.
So, what the fuck?
You've been a bad girl, Emily.
You being Claire?
We'll
go
come in
and
there
hit-
and
Go hit your fiance because he's being creepy as fuck.
I'm gonna spank you, but not in the butt. It's gonna be in the face.
Abuse. That's what that is.
A moose. So yeah, I was lonely. I needed friends. So I made them.
That's honestly not a bad idea.
Can
It's
you?
quite clever.
Do they have their own thoughts? Or do they
I
think what
don't
you-
know.
Do they do what you tell them to do?
They do that.
Can you teach me how to do that to others?
I cannot. I'm sorry.
So From what I can tell, you came from somewhere else that is not this world. Do you know where that was, or do you is that back before thoughts were thoughts for you?
I believe that's before thoughts were thoughts. If I am from another world, I might be from another world. There are things like me on this world, but they don't walk around and talk and have thoughts. So maybe I'm not one of those things. I'm just similar. You know how like there's apes and monkeys and humans and orcs and elves and I just keep going down the list.
5 minutes later, you finally listed all of the races.
So it's kind of like that, I guess. There's like gelatinous cubes. There's there's Aspic, which is where I get his namesake from. And then there's there's me.
Huh. That actually makes a lot of sense because I'm actually kind of part rock.
That's very cool. I like that.
And she'll actually go ahead and fully D-shift. And when you do, you see still a very tall, like 7'4" Goliath. And she's got like the pale skin and everything, but she'll reach her arm out to you and she's just going to swipe her fingers across her arm. And when she does, you see that her skin tone is actually made from a layer of clay. And underneath is actually like a dark red. And if you were to touch it, it's actually like her skin is not soft like skin is at all.
Wow,
Back.
that's interesting.
We're back.
Chemically,
Welcome back.
I have no way to make sense of that. But I guess I make no sense either, so that's fine.
To be fair, I don't really know how to make sense of it either.
What are we talking about?
About how
people.
about how he's like kind of a object that's person, and Peregrine's like, oh hey, I'm actually kind of a rock, and showed him her like skin clay stuff.
I was raised by different kinds of people than me.
Aw.
No,
Well, I hope that I hope that everything turned out well.
Well, you see how like I'm an elf, and she points at her ears. But I was raised by orcs.
I ate a half orc raised by elves before. That seems really hard. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good thing. They're my family. My tribe is from down in Stouto.
Well, as long as everything is good.
No, it wasn't a bad thing. It's a long
as a family,
it's a long story.
Family is not blood. Family is the friends you make along the way.
No, I'm part
or
of
something like that.
Have you ever heard of the Fen? Because that's what I'm part of.
Roll history.
25.
Yeah. Somewhere in your memory is someone of the Fen. They are a transient kind of shamanistic / animistic culture that started with orcs but have spread to pretty much every race. They have semi-permanent settlements called Fen towns scattered around the world. Excuse me. But for the most part, they migrate or they reside in an area known as the Fen on a continent really far away called Egeth.
Oh, Egeth. Yes, Fen towns. I think I remember all of this. I don't take this the wrong way. Someone from your tribe might have like stumbled into my cave at one point, but
I doubt
do
it
know.
was mine. We're not like one big group. I've never been to Egeth, but my tribe lived down in the damp woods on Short Elb. Or Stout Elb. And we just sort of moved around there.
Yeah, it seems like a very interesting lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a long story about how that went down, but I was raised by them, and I'm really.
Damn, I heard that.
Really? Why were you pushing that? Why?
I'm not pushing down anything.
You were.
You were.
No, I'm on voice recognition right now. So
Well, that wasn't a voice that got recognized.
I guess it was a type of voice.
Out your butt.
It was an opposite voice.
That's what we're gonna call them from now on. Opposite voices.
Don't you
Your opposite voices are really, really loud, and they have bad breath tonight.
don't you opposite breath in my presence?
Oh boy.
But the Fen seemed really nice. Like
I mean-
traveling and
I mean,
Yeah.
I've not met a lot of others, but mine was that, you know, that's how I grew up. That was my home, and that's who I'm out here trying to protect, pretty much.
That's actually how we met.
Yeah.
Because the ones that I ran with on Iceheart told me to go there.
Yeah, she was
So-
looking for a different group that wasn't mine, but that's how we
Oh,
started
that's
hanging
sweet.
out.
I like that. That feels like something that would make life worth living.
Yeah, traveling a lot really isn't too rough, but when it's in a really, really cold area and all you want to do is just kind of spend time making a really warm, comfortable place, but you actually have to move like once a week, it gets a little stressful, and I was a little tired of that. So
Yeah, we didn't move that much, but we had to move around some, mostly to avoid the theocracy and stuff and avoid trade routes. But it's always nicer when you're traveling with people you like being around.
yeah, ours was so we wouldn't starve.
You lived in a little bit of a tougher area than I did. Not that the swamps were that great, but we
Like
were.
look outside, it was this, but even fewer trees.
That sounds awful.
Oh. I can only imagine and also recall in my own thoughts how traveling with friends is. It's always
The power
good
of friendship.
the power of friendship and the people I've ate.
The power of the friendship of the people that I ate.
You remind me of
A memoir by
of an
Oh.
elf from Divinity.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
A lot.
That's fair. That is a fair statement.
It's
They
10
eat-
o'clock.
they
It's
eat
10
body
o'clock. We don't.
parts.
It's 10 o'clock. We don't have time for a list.
This is true.
We will be here till tomorrow at 10.
Oh, just keep going.
Oh.
Dreyfus looks at all of you. If no one else is objecting, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, we should probably all make sure that we rest up. I'll take second watch.
I'll just be here.
Moloch,
If you need me, just let me know.
Moloch, did you go and take that bed?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna check the sheets and shit, make sure he didn't like fuck with them.
Oh, he didn't fuck with him. It's just old. It's literally a bed inside of this like abandoned place.
I'm gonna check for bed bugs.
Roll me,
That's probably too cold.
roll me investigation.
9.
There is not any bed bugs in here.
They'd be dead. It's too cold. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna take a second watch.
Give me that perception check. Excuse me. With the 23,
Damn!
with that 23, nothing's going on. You do notice every so often that Aspic like darts around the room with the zoomies.
I go into my pack and I give him a piece of jerky.
He is now your bestest best friend. He loves you forever. He will have all your babies.
No, thank you.
I'm just making a round white joke with that.
Oh, yeah.
Aspic will have all your babies at once.
He's not a Frenchie.
Dreyfus.
What?
What?
Stop shipping people, Moose. All right, who's taking third watch?
Peregrine will.
I thought no. I think so. Peregrine will join Mularn.
Yeah.
So, Malarm with a 13, you're a little distracted.
Who's breathing into the mic?
Sorry,
that's
I think it's my fan.
I was gonna say,
Oh, maybe
who is breathing super fucking heavy and everything?
it's very likely my fan. I apologize.
Just
It was pretty consistent. It was probably the fan.
D&D.
What?
You guys want to play a game?
Chris just made it way creepier than me. I'm gonna stop.
I got dice.
No, don't do this. Stranger danger. Okay. Mularn, you're distracted. Peregrine, you watch throughout the rest of the night. Not much of anything's happening. Not much of anything at all is happening.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah, there's a little cube and then a giant cube full of just scrap metal. There are 3 cubes of varying sizes, like something you'd find in a science lab or a STEM lab of an elementary school, just all warming themselves by the fire. So,
New friends, yay.
Mularn, as you feel distracted and you find yourself fidgeting with your spell book. Roll me a perception check. As you're going through your spell book that you have had for years now, you open it and you thumb through very familiar spells. And you see the number of blank pages that are in the back of this that you can still record spells into. And then you get to the very last page. The back cover has a piece of paper kind of glued to the back side of it, so you're not just seeing the material the book is made out of, or where the leather seams meet it. But it says, "To my middlest brother with love, Mulet." And something hurts, but you don't know why.
I'm gonna.
Well, let
Look
me
at
say
it.
that. Let me rephrase that. Something hurts. You're not fully aware of why.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you can make a summation.
I'm gonna stare between the last page and the whole time with the ring. Just kind of staring at the ring. I take a really, really close look at the ring.
Yeah, give me a good investigation check. It is identical to the ones that you and your brother carry from your family house as nobles.
Is there anything on the ring?
The only thing you find is inside the inscription I read earlier that ends with the name Mulet Bright Gloom.
Is there is there blood on the ring?
Yes.
I am going to spend the rest of the. I'm going to spend the rest of the time mulling this over, and on the last page across from the cover, I'm going to start writing. So I'm going to start basically writing theory crafting on the last few pages, but starting at the last page and going backwards. So manga style from right to left.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend the rest of the time very quiet, writing down ideas and that is literally all that anyone who even passes a glance will see him like brow furrowed, sitting against the wall, scribbling furiously, and every now and then stopping and rereading what he said and going, and looking at the ring and looking back at the book. And did I take that spell? I did not. Okay, never mind.
Okay. What else? What else?
Can Peregrine do one quick thing?
I was just asking him before I move on to everybody
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, that he is. That is it now. Like
Okay.
that is what he is doing.
Okay, Peregrine.
That's all he's doing.
She's going to kind of either, are there like windows or like maybe a crack in the ceiling or something that she can look up at the moon?
You could totally just poke your head out the door.
Okay, she'll just poke her head out the door and kind of like ruminate for a second and rub her hands together and then hold them both out with the palms up. And she's doing Druidcraft again, but it's the sensory effect that will predict the weather for tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow is... Tomorrow you can expect snowstorms early in the day, but afternoon they will clear up and temperatures will warm to a high of 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Snowstorms in the evening with the possibility of sleet from northwesterns or northeasterns. So be careful as you go out and drive to schools in the morning.
So basically a light snow effect that then gets blown away with some chilly air left in her palms, and then some heavier snow flakes that land to signify the later colder weather.
Boom, boom, boom.
Perfect.
Do you Kasasa?
Lord Knox, that.
Do you, Kasasa? The time is 11:52.
I can't do the voice of the radio like everyone. Okay. For the internet, we all live in a section of the country where there used to be a little brown 4x4 cube radio that had one button you could press on it, and that was your storm radio.
Sweetheart, they have those in other places too. We had one in Indiana.
Okay, I didn't know if it was just a hurricane radio. I am
No, dear,
sorry.
it's a weather radio.
Yeah, it's a hurricane radio.
Yeah, I thought 100% thought it was a hurricane
I'm sorry
radio.
that you guys just have angry tornadoes, super tornadoes, but yeah, we have them everywhere.
What, so that you know when Hardee's is going to put something on sale in your moderate weather?
I can hear her anger from here. I mean, he's not wrong, but still.
You guys couldn't handle an Indiana winter, you bunch of pansies.
No, we would just...
I lived in Germany for 3 years. Thank you very much.
Cannon might have a chance. The rest of you,
My whole family's from Ohio.
You are not from Ohio.
That's besides the point.
No, it's really not, because you've ever seen Hewitt try and snowboard? It's funny.
That would be funny, and
I will
also
pay for that.
He's seen snow. That doesn't mean he can do shit in it.
I would be very scared of him doing it because I don't want to lose my friend.
He fell and stopped. The snowboard with his shoes kept going.
I also was 4 feet up in a tree. I Charlie Brown that shit.
Oh, Lord.
I had to wait till they got my shoes to try to get myself out the tree.
I mean, you didn't.
Yeah,
have to.
snowboarding is not easy
No.
at all.
I can only imagine. I used to skateboard, and I imagine it's like twice as hard as that.
I will say this, Northerners got revenge on me taking me out into snow like that because I was also in blue jeans with thermals under it, not realizing how damp everything was going to get. But my revenge is I had them here when Louisiana broke 111.
Meh.
I had them outside in the 100% humidity. I had people slow cooking because they were assholes to me.
That just makes you a jerk.
It's revenge. Anyway, so the night passes. You all wake up. Everybody roll me a d20 to see who is going to get up first that is not on the last watch.
Just a D20.
Everybody just roll me a d20. We're going to see who wakes up first. Arvax 13. Tarl 16. Mulak, Gestalt, Mularn. Okay, Perry, you're already awake. Mularn's all right. Tarl, you're the first of everybody else to wake up. You see 3 jelly cubes stacked about a couple feet from you. You see Peregrine's just coming back in from outside. And Mularn buried in a book. What is the first thing you do now that you are the first one awake and you see the odd... Y'all are making this shit odder and odder. All I can say, guys, y'all just keep making it odder and odder. Thanks, Chris.
I like otters.
I reach into my bag of holding, pull out a cup of my family's special blend, and have a drink.
Okay, are you talking about the Frostborn coffee or the Frostborn breakfast ale?
The Frostborn mead.
Oh, shit. Give me a con save with advantage, because you're used to this, but still. It's the best part of waking up.
Is being fucking drunk.
I'm going to have to go back and clip so much shit from this later.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw what Freki has made on the Holy Winds thread.
The power of friendship.
Of the people I ate on Venmo by Gestalt.
The power of
Sorry, I
friendship.
couldn't resist.
I'm gonna solve this problem with the power of friendship and these people I ate.
It's hilarious.
So much.
I'm about to share that.
You
on
did
Twitter.
approve this character, Hewitt.
I did by not saying no. That is how I approved a character. That is
a lie. We were on Discord when you looked over his character last night and went, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
I like how you put it good by Gestalt, no last name.
Because he said he had no last name. So
No, I'm just saying this is as bad as me.
When I was looking at my phone when I looked at it on the computer, I thought it said gelatinous, honestly, because I couldn't really see it well.
Here's what's bad. This is as bad as me letting Devin make a character in our Tuesday night at home game and trusting the rest of the table full of DMs to help him make a well-balanced, not glass cannon type character. And I was wrong to do that while I was cooking dinner. Because then we ended up with Bo and... What was the name of his actual character? I remember the dog.
Reese.
We ended up with a halfling with a massive battle mount that was scared of damn near
Great
everything.
character, but you know, I still miss the professor.
I do miss Professor Wobblebottom. I'm sorry he lost that character sheet. Any case,
Wobbletop.
it's Wobblebottom. We all agree that is the name.
Wobble bobble bowl.
I don't know.
Weebles
Bubble
Wobble.
butt.
So, Tarl, you hit that. It burns so good. You feel warm. You know it's an artificial warm, but you feel warm. What is the next thing you do? I'm going to move Mulak over here into the bed.
I'm gonna eat second breakfast.
You start cooking bacon and eggs.
And a side of ham.
Cannon just starts protein loading, everybody. So, let's see. Everyone else, you slowly awake to the smell of a bunch of cooking meat.
Oh, meat! I reform back into, like, I basically melt and then reform in all the gear I had on.
Aspic is staring, and you see it make a animated face upon its little tiny formless feature of a head that looks like it's drooling.
Well, you gotta ask politely, buddy. He might take your face off. I don't want him to do that.
Tarl, this little thing turns and looks at you.
I start filling up plates for everybody, and I look at the little thing. I don't need a friend for life, but you're welcome to breakfast.
He's very happy. Thank you.
The big one just starts humming again. Not that he ever stopped. This is like the refrigerator that's in your first crappy apartment home.
Oh, wait. I reach back in my bag of holding. Everybody's got to have a little gravy, and I pour in some of my family meat on top of everything for gravy.
He's
you
getting
poisoning
my
us?
homunculus drunk.
Everybody roll con if you are eating this.
I don't want to now.
Gestalt failed. Mularn failed. Roll for your constructs, Gestalt.
Oh boy, let me get him out.
Who else is eating this mead-soaked meat dish?
Nope.
Aspect got a 12.
That's a fail.
Let's see what Kaladet gets. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing this. It's a Russian dish. And unfortunately, I don't know Russian. Or any language for that matter, aside from English.
Chris, none of us really know how that language works, and we speak it.
Speak for yourself.
That is a fail.
Oh, that's his original name, Gom, but I call him Kaladets now.
Mulak, you smell delicious meats being cooked. Mulak, you awake to delicious meats being cooked.
Yeah, I'm not. If everybody else is all fucked up from it, I ain't eating that shit.
Well, you don't know that shit yet. There's just plates. What? Okay, so the good news is Dreyfus is okay.
Is this whew. There's something interesting with this meat.
Arvax, Peregrine, are y'all eating as well?
No.
No. Peregrine doesn't consume alcohol, so she would have seen that and been like, I'll get a rabbit later.
You're like, you were all about this for a second, and then he just pours meat on top of it, and you're like,
Aw.
She'll brew some of the root coffee type stuff that she makes and offer some to Arvax though.
Okay,
It'll at least stave off the hunger.
Mulak,
I'll share some rations I still have with her.
Mulak, you're not gonna eat this, are you?
Say if it's a bunch of meat, right?
Yeah, it's meat. It's ham, bacon, and eggs.
Covered in mead.
What's all
It's
this
ham.
shit all over it?
Alcohol.
That's gravy.
It tastes pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
I'll taste an egg.
Give me a con save.
To taste it?
Yes.
You should have
By
known
the
better.
way, when you see Gestalt eat something, they just pick it up with the pseudopod and just like throw it in their face. And then you just see it kind of dissolve.
Whoomp. Whoomp.
It literally
Boing.
it literally eats by slamming food into where his face hole would be.
Moloch, you will not have the full effect of this. You'll just have a -2.
To eat a tiny piece of egg?
Yes.
Yeah, you should have known better.
Okay, do you know who makes Frostborn mead? His name is Hiram. His assistants are Tarek and Isilgard. You're lucky this shit isn't flammable.
It is.
What do you mean isn't?
Started
it's not?
flambeing the minute he poured it on it, I'm sure.
What? Wait, it's not?
I think the
Where do you think the false sense of heat comes from?
Peregrine's gonna just stand up and very gently kind of push all of the gelatinous creatures a little bit further away from the fire out of fear that they might go up.
Chris, make a new character. Roll me a bunch of d6s.
No, I'm enjoying this character.
For everybody that failed that check, you now are considered drunk. And until the drunk effect goes away in a couple hours, it's basically
I'll get the sled.
it's the same. It's the same thing as if you were suffering one level of exhaustion.
So Gestalt is a little bit more. Well, y'all haven't seen them like outside of like the last day, but they seem to have a little bit more trouble keeping themselves together in this state. So they're a little bit more ropey. They're kind of like rubber hose animation.
It is Squidward's interpretive dance.
I look at Tarl and it's like, I think the chemical composition of that is a bit funky.
Woo! Is Dreyfus the only one that didn't fail at all?
Dreyfus is just sitting there eating it, looking at everybody. What?
What is that? What they call alcohol?
And what you are called right now is drunk.
This is what I've remembered being drunk, but I've never been drunk.
Lord Frostborn, your idea of gravy is not gravy.
It's a bit sweet. I think gravy is savory.
This is a syrup.
Yeah, it's made out of honey, so.
The food is still dissolving.
Honey and eggs always goes together. So does honey ham and honey bacon.
Out of character, out of character, not disagreeing with this at all. I'm a basic bitch for honey. Back in character.
Arvax just keeps eating a piece of jerky and offers one to Peregrine.
Peregrine will like barter some jerky so that she can like get some of the like nuts and berries from Arvax in trade for more jerky to Arvax.
It's just like two kids like sitting there with their lunchbox. Here, I'll give you this if you give me 3 of those.
After Halloween, we just dump it in a big pile and we're sorting through what we want.
Look,
I'll give you these Smarties for your Reese's. Ew, no, I'll give you these for all your mounds. No one eats mounds.
I'll trade you.
I eat mounds.
I do too.
I'll trade you this orange fruit roll up for 1 Oreo.
That is not a good trade.
I am going to think to myself and be like, wait a minute. I know to help with this, I'm going to need to hydrate. And I'm going to try to walk outside with my canteen.
Where are you going?
It's okay. I'm good. And you see the pseudopod just kind of like congealing, sitting there trying to make a finger, but it's not really working.
Do you need something?
I just need some water.
Well, here. And I take out my flask that holds a shitload of liquid. What is it?
I look at, I take the top of the flask, I stick it in my head and just turn it up, and you just see like a bubble starting of water in my head.
Bub, 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 bub.
Okay, I do kind of pull it back after a while. I was like, I don't think you need that much. There is such a thing as overhydrating.
I'm sorry. This is a new experience.
I pour a little bit on aspect here.
It starts dancing and throws itself back dramatically.
That's weird.
Rex, do you still have that shield by chance? That metal shield?
The which one?
I think the metal shield that I gave you. It might be in Tarl's pack.
I used the +1 shield, but my old one, Tarl, I think put in the pack.
Either way, is there a metal shield somewhere?
What do we need it for?
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
She's going to go outside and just scoop up a shit ton of snow into the shield and bring it in and set it, like, not over the flame of the fire, but next to it, and just get it to start melting, and then just kind of set aspect in it. And gesture for them to come over, get some water.
The whole time, the big one.
Does that one need water too?
Claudette, go get some water.
It just literally, it stands up and then falls over Aspic and the shield.
Oh no!
Oh Lord!
Oh jeez!
Don't break a shield, please. I need that.
I'm sorry. He's never been drunk before, nor have I.
We gathered.
He's never done that before.
All right, everybody, from now on, I can just blame the big one for any farts that are picked up by audio.
Yeah. This is a new form of talking.
So, after these shenanigans go down, are we doing the Peregrine Express?
I think we're going to have to do the Peregrine Express for
Unless
at least
we want
half
to
of the
sit
party.
here for hours.
Okay, I will say this to help you because you've been just doing this on skins. You could probably find a couple sleds to tie to the back of the Peregrine Express.
Cool. We'll spend like an hour or so getting it set up actually somewhat comfortable for everybody and easier for Peregrine to pull.
Well, here's the good news. There's a large number of your party that's drunk, so they're easy to make comfortable. Mularn, how are you handling eggs and gravy?
Like sitting back down, rereading the book, very little. Like you can see he's like sitting there woozy, but he's back to the book.
That sit has a lean, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, like back and forth.
Metronome. Okay, so as you tie everything to Peregrine, some of you are investigating, some of you are regretting the syrup from breakfast. Some of you have traded fruit roll-ups and Oreos. And now you need to head north to continue on your mission. But that's where we'll pick up next week. You have found...
Yay, new character!
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's break this down. You met someone new. There was a harsh standoff, and then you got them drunk. This 100%.
Isn't that how you meet friends?
This is how this 100% tracks for all of us.
I mean,
hey, it was a fun time. It was a fun little role play.
Tarl, Tarl probably slept the best out of everybody.
Probably. And Topher, you definitely roleplay drunk voice acting very well.
I am just looking.
The slurredness was good.
I am looking so forward to being the voice of Aspic now.
He's your character. He's you.
You have literally given me a tiny gremlin.
This is the worst thing to give him. This is going to be a little dragon boy of this game. Little goblin boy.
And the thing is,
this
I have
is Drogob
two
2.0
companions,
Right.
so
he's just gonna be
although the second one doesn't
Drogob
talk.
2.0.
I mean, he hums. That's practically talking. Also, he makes a nice white noise machine for us at night now.
Just like you slap him. Just tries to make a wave. Just tries to make a wave noise. Smack him hard enough and it gives like that light blue starry light, so it's like you're sleeping outside.
Like having your own didgeridoo.
Now I wish I named him Didgeridoo. Fuck.
We can rename him Didgeridoo.
No, he's already been renamed once.
Third time's the charm. In any case, I hope you all had fun with this roleplay session. I'm happy to welcome Topher back. For anybody that is viewing us, Toph is one of the he played in the original Lost Sands campaign.
And he was in Lost Seas.
Well, he was in Lost Seas for a little while too.
He has now officially been in every game.
Every Monday night game, yeah. So, welcoming back a family member into the game, which is always good.
And I'm glad to be back.
Yay!
Like, I mean,
Yay.
I had a moment there, but life happens, and now I get to be back, which is really nice.
So, it's good, and I'm happy. I will now turn it over to my wife to do the socials and schedule stuff. And
What?
unless Freki wants to talk about next weekend after you.
Do your thing first.
Okay. So, we have coming up on Thursday will be Tears of Kairos, and then this weekend we have special things, which I will let Freki talk about after I am done. Then we will be back here on Monday night next week. So, we are at bonus_team on Twitter. We are Team Bonus Action on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And we are at our website, teambonusaction.com. You can follow us there. And you can follow us, if you follow our YouTube, you can go back and watch all of our previous videos and shenanigans. We have a lot of stuff from Extra Life now posted. Mine went up today. Yay!
Yay!
And I lost my train of thought because the ADD gremlin got me. But we are doing a whole lot of stuff this weekend. So give us a watch, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and I will turn it over to Freki.
Yes, and I will be quick because my headset's beeping at me and about to die, and I don't currently have my charger on me. So, basically, this weekend we are going to be doing our final Extra Life stream. We are going to be doing 3 different TTRPGs on Saturday the 17th, which is going to be the Temp Tree Trimmers, which is going to be a Goblin and Aaron game run by me. We have Here We Go a Wrestling, which is, what's the module again for that, Hewitt? Again?
Here We Go Wrestling will be using the Fight Before Christmas mechanics made by the people who did Lasers and Feelings.
That's right, the Fight Before Christmas, and then we will also be having a Monster of the Week game by Spence, which is called Slashing Through the Snow. So all 3 of those are going to be somewhat loosely Christmas themed for the holiday season, and we will also be starting off the weekend on the 16th, which is Friday in the evening, with a Phasmophobia game with me, Hewitt, Kyle, aka Moose, and Topher, and we probably may or may not cycle people in and out as well. And then possibly later in the weekend, we may do some more like random video game streams depending on what we find. But yeah, so it's going to be great. We're going to try to close out the year with a bang, hopefully reach our donation goals, so make sure to chime in. And we will be doing 3 very big digital bundle giveaways that we will be doing, and it's going to be first come, first pick. So if you end up winning the first one, you get the first pick of which of the 3 giveaway bundles you want. So make sure to tune in early, stay around, put your votes in, and you'll be able to have a chance to win one of them, and that would be awesome. So yay! Knox.
Awesome.
Well, look forward to getting in on some of that this weekend. We hope y'all come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. So until at this point, until Thursday, you're gonna get Thursday.
Yeah.
Until Thursday, don't let your meatloaf.